Okay, a very quick and easy daily mobility routine. Nice and simple. We'll start on our backs. So here, I'm going to be laying down, feet flat on the ground here, and my arms by my side, head back on the mat. So it's important to establish a neutral spine position here. So I'm going to kind of rock my hips backwards and forwards, just to try and find where that natural curve of my spine is, underneath that natural arch in my back. Okay, once I've established that and I'm comfortable, I'm going to reach my arms up towards the sky, place my hands together and push my fingers towards the ceiling here. Okay, so from here I'm going to now rock my pelvis underneath, so I'm starting to push my lower back into the mat. And I'm going to start squeezing my glutes, press down into my feet and start raising my hips up as high as I can go. Keep that tailbone tucked under, no arching at the back. And then I'm going to slowly lower back down to the ground, segmenting every single segment of my spine until I come back to that neutral position. Okay, again, so tuck the tailbone under. Press my lower back into the mat, start lifting my hips up off the floor as high as I possibly can, and then slowly release, lowering my back down into the ground until I find that neutral spine position again. Okay, 3 more. Tuck my tailbone under, raise my hips high as I possibly can, start coming into the shoulders. Lower back down nice and slow. Every individual segment of my spine lowers, find neutral. Okay, 2 more. Tuck the tailbone, start lifting the hips high as you can go and lower back down nice and slowly. Last one, find the neutral first and then tuck the tailbone, press the lower back into the ground. Press into the feet, start lifting the hips high as you can go. And then slowly, individual spine rolling back down until we find our neutral again. Okay, so that's the lower spine. Now we want to try and concentrate on our upper thoracic here, mid-thoracic to upper thoracic. I'm going to start pressing my fingers towards the ceiling still, and I'm going to lead with my hands here as I start lifting my shoulders off the floor. Start crunching into the abs, so it's like an ab crunch, so you should feel this in the abs. As I come up as high as I can go, here. If I manage to come all the way up, that's brilliant. If not, doesn't matter where you come to, just slowly lower segment by segment of the spine all the way back down to the mat until our fingers point directly up to the ceiling again. Okay, 4 more. I'm leading with my hands, start bringing my shoulders up off the mat, drive up as high as I can go. Hopefully you'll be able to point your fingers between your legs. If not, it doesn't matter. Start coming back down nice and slowly. 3 more. So, big deep breath. Reach, start pressing, reach in towards your hands between your legs and then slowly lower back down. 2 more. Reach, come up and then slowly lower back down. Last one. Reach up, start sitting up, high as we possibly can, drive, and then lower, roll the spine back down the mat, into that neutral position again. Okay, so that's your spine done. Let's look at the shoulders next. So taking a nice comfortable seated position, or in fact a high kneeling position, or stood up, either way. What I want to do now is I'm going to do some controlled articular rotations for our shoulder girdles, our GH joint. I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to do a thumbs up and bring it to my thigh here. Now, keeping my arm nice and straight, so my elbow extended, I'm going to turn my thumb away from me as far as I possibly can go. Now I'm going to start bringing my arm up towards the ceiling, but I'm going to come across my body as I do so. Okay, so here I'm bringing my arm up towards my face here, and my thumb's still turned out sideways. That's external rotation. Now this is flexion. Okay, so it's important here that when I come into flexion, that I'm not leaning back and arching and putting this into my lower back to give me more range of motion. Wherever I go, wherever I get to in this flexion, that is my end range there. If I want to go more, I need to start leaning back, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep my chest down. I start rotating my thumb internally, so internal rotation of my thumb as I start reaching back behind me. Now if you notice, I'm keeping my chest square and I'm not turning to give me more range of motion here. Keeping my chest and my shoulders square as I reach back, and now my thumb should be kind of pointed behind me, my palm facing away. Okay, now I reverse this movement, so I kick back. As I cut this corner, I start coming round, I start rotating my arm. Thumb keeps turning, as I reach across my body and down. Okay, 2 more. So thumb turns out, I come across the body, I reach up, rotate the arm, keep kicking back. So it's important to know wherever your range of motion is where it will end up, okay? So don't push in towards pain. So if you find pain in any of these motions, back off of the movement. So even if you've got severe pain, which I've had clients before with severe pain, and their literal range of motion while doing these controlled articular rotations for their shoulder is here, and that's all you can manage to do, that range of motion, that's fine, that's your range of motion, okay? We're going to work with that, okay? If you don't, and you can do this in a big range of motion, I've been fortunate, I have quite good shoulders, so I can get quite a lot of range of motion out of them, but you'll see what happens with my knee. But anyway, it's your range of motion, so don't go into make it any more than it has to be, okay? So external rotation of the thumb, come across the body, and then we start coming into extension. Do not lean back, keep the chest down, so no flaring of that chest. Turn the thumbs, you start reaching behind you as far as you can go, all the way around. Okay, kick back, rotate all the way around, and come down. Okay, switch sides. So left arm now, thumb turns away. I start coming across the body and up. Bicep brushes my face as I start turning my thumb away and reaching behind me as far as I can go, trying to keep my shoulders square all the way around. Thumb's pointing behind me. I kick back first, rotate around, come all the way over and back down. 2 more. Kick up, take your time. Don't rush the movement. Be very aware that your chest's not flaring. Keep the abs nice and tight, controlled. So reach back, don't worry about any jerky movements. Start cutting the corner, keep rotating the thumb, come all the way around and back down. Okay, that's the shoulders done. So next we'll do our wrists, just very quickly. Keep nice straight fingers. I'm going to hold my forearm nice and tight, and I'm going to start doing the biggest circles with my wrist. So I'm not doing this with my forearm to get more range of motion. I'm holding it very steady, as much as I possibly can. Do 3 one way. Keep those fingers straight. The biggest circle of movement you can do. And now 3 the other. Perfect. 1 more. Big circles, clicking and crunching my wrists are. Switch sides. Big circles, 3 one way. Again, don't rush, keep the fingers straight. Biggest range of motion you can achieve. All the way around After 3, go back the other way. One more. Perfect. Okay. So now we want to kind of mobilize our shoulder blades. I'm going to come onto all fours here and I'm going to plant my hands into the floor nice and straight. Okay, so the idea is keep my elbows locked out nice and straight here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrug my shoulder blades towards my ears and then I'm going to pinch my shoulder blades together back behind my body. Now I'm going to depress my scapula, so I'm going to draw my shoulder blades into my back pockets here and then I'm going to push the floor away, so spreading them out. Okay, now I come in, shrug them up, pinch them together, squeeze them back down my back and then push the floor away. So the biggest circle of movement I can do with my shoulder blades. Big circles. One more. Good, now back the other way. Good, one more. Keeping those arms nice and straight. We do big circles with our shoulder blades. Okay, so if we wanted to, we could add a little exercise in towards this, as it's, I'll do this for half an hour, so we've got a bit of time. So there is 2 variations that we can do here. So we're going to do downward dog to kind of an upward facing dog, which is good for the shoulders, good for the spine, or we can do a version from our knees, but we'll do the easy version first. We'll start on our knees. I'll take my knees out as far as I can, bring my feet together behind me here, and I'm going to bring my hands out in front of my shoulders here, okay? So I'm going to push my hips back as far as they'll go. So here, look, not very much movement in my hips, but for you guys, if you can sit your heels back all the way, do so. Keep those arms nice and straight here. Now I'm going to push up around my spine, keep my chin tucked as I start pushing my hips forward. Here, draw my shoulder blades back and bring my hips down into the floor. And then come back up to a normal position, square hips. Start pushing my hips back. Head down to the mat, bum back towards the heels. Now my hips come up, I start rounding my back as I come all the way up and I start pushing my front pockets into the mat. Draw my shoulder blades back, head up, and come back. 3 more. So hips up, roll the spine. Start pushing my front pockets into the mat. Draw the shoulder blades back, head up, and then come back into that downward dog, into that happy baby. Roll the spine. Start pushing the front pockets into the mat. Draw the shoulder blades back, head up. Push the hips back, 1 more. Head down. Roll the spine. Come up, start pushing the hips into the mat. Draw the shoulder blades back, look up, and then come back. Okay, so if you want to make that a little bit harder, if you want to make that any harder, you just need to start adding a little bit more load. So with our body weight, what we can do is we can come on in from that all 4 position here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck my toes under. I'm going to raise my knees up off the floor here. So as I push my hips back now, I can extend my hips up, get more of a curve into my back. Start pushing my hips down into the mat. Draw my shoulder blades, keeping my legs, my knees off the mat. Look up. Nice square. Push back into and kind of loaded piece position. Okay, so you can do those 5 times or you can progress it to what we did just now. Okay, so let's look at the knees, hips and ankles. So lower body here, I'm going to start with my ankles, so I'm going to take my left arm here, I'm going to wrap it under my left leg, and I'm going to rear naked choke my shin here. So I'm going to grab my right bicep with my left hand, and I'm going to grab my shin. Now I'm going to try not to lead with the toes, but I'm going to do big circles of my ankles, trying not to lead with my toes one way. Once I've done 3 big joint circles all the way, trying not to lead with my toes, but I am. 3. Okay, once I've done 3, I'm going to switch sides. Right arm underneath right leg, grab my left bicep, hold my shin, so I'm not doing this, I'm moving my whole hip and my leg with my ankle, holding my shin, so I just move my ankle. 3 circles one way, and 3 circles back the other way. Biggest rotations into those end range of motion you possibly can. So if there's jerky movements, don't worry too much. Keep doing them, hopefully they'll get a bit smoother. Okay, so once you've done 3 each side, let's move on to the knees. So here, again, I'm going to take my right arm and I'm going to wrap it, and I'm going to rear naked choke. So I'm going to grab my left bicep and I'm going to hold my shin. Now I want to flex my ankle as much as possible, and I'm going to jam my heel into the mat here. Okay, so once I've done that, all I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my shin bone to the outside, and I'm going to rotate my shin bone inwards. Okay, so there's a bit of rotation within the knee joint here. There's a bit of a misconception that it's just a flexion extension joint. It does have some rotation, so it's important to get that moving. Okay, so keep that foot flexed and just try and guide with your hand your shin bone backwards and inside and outside. Okay, internal rotation, external rotation. Once you've done that a few times and you've established there's some movement in there, there's clicking and crunching, don't worry about it, just be aware of pain and don't push in towards pain. We're going to lift our heel up off the floor, and my hand is going to go from my shin to the top of my thigh here. So that's not a proper rear naked choke. And the reason is I don't want to move my hips at all. Okay, I just want movement from my knee joint. So first I'm going to externally rotate, extend my leg up, internally rotate, flex my knee. Okay, externally rotate, extend, internally rotate, flex. Externally rotate, extend, internally rotate, flex. Okay, let's go back the other way. Internal rotation, extend, external rotation, flex. Internal rotation, extend, external rotation, flex. Internal rotation, extend, external rotation, and flex. Okay, switch legs. So here, left arm underneath, rear naked choke, grab the shin, flex my foot and push my heel into the mat. Okay, so here I'm just going to rotate in and out with my shin bone. Nice and easy here. Okay, once I've done that a few times, I raise my heel, I switch my hand to the top of my leg, stop my thigh from moving, flex my foot. I'm going to internally rotate, extend, externally rotate and flex. Internally rotate, extend, externally rotate, flex. Internally rotate, extend, externally rotate, flex. Okay, that's 3, back the other way, flex the foot, external rotation, extend, internal rotation and flex. External rotation, extend, internal rotation, flex. External rotation, extend, last one, internal rotation and flex. Okay, brilliant. So, from here, all I'm going to do now is just work on the hips. So I'm going to lie down, I'm going to take a nice comfortable position. I'm going to have one leg kind of slightly bent in front of me here, and I'm going to balance kind of on my side waist. So from this position, all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my knee up as high as I can towards my chest here, Now I'm going to open the door. So this is the tough bit, okay? So what you'll want to do is when you get to that end range of motion, you'll want to roll back so you can get more external rotation here, or adduction from the body, okay? Doesn't matter where this leg gets to, it's your range of motion. Try not to roll back onto that hip so you're on your bum here. This knee needs to stay planted on the floor. So here I come up, and now my foot goes towards the back of the room as my knee cuts down. So I get this kind of internal rotation of my hip here. So you should feel something funky going on here. So from this position now, I'm going to kick back towards the wall and circle all the way around. Now I reverse that movement, so I kick back first, I open my knee up, coming all the way around, knee comes up towards the chest, as I come all the way down, knee to knee. And knee up towards the chest, open, foot to the back of the wall, I kick back now with my thigh, as I circle all the way around and down, so I'm going to come knee to knee again, kick back towards the wall, open the door, circle all the way around, knee to chest, and come back knee to knee. Okay, one more, knee to chest, I open the door, foot to the back of the room, circle round, kick back, circle round, kick back towards the wall, circle, open that knee, come all the way back down. Okay, switch sides. So nice and comfortable. Knees together, knee towards the chest, open the door, foot to the back of the room, kick that leg back, circle round, kick the foot back, open the door, big circle in. Okay, that's one. Knee to chest, open the door, foot to the back of the room. Now I kick back, circle round, kick my foot back, open the door, big circle round towards the chest, knees together, one more, knee to the chest, open the door, foot to the back of the room, now I kick back, circle round, knees together, kick my leg back, open the door, big circle round, into the hips. Okay, so that's mobilisation's done for you. Let's get into a little bit of kind of exercise for that. So I'm going to sit in a straddle position here, okay? So my legs as wide as they'll go. For me, I'm not too comfortable with sitting forward here, so I can have my hands behind me and I can lean back, okay? So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring one foot towards, so I'm kind of bring my foot in to this kind of half butterfly position here. Okay, now I'm going to bring my knee up, so my foot's planted on the floor, kick my leg as straight as it will go, move it out, and come back down to the floor. Okay, bring the foot in, knee up, so my foot's planted, kick my foot high, circle it out, and bring it back down, nice and controlled. Okay, that's two. Foot in, knee up, kick, bring the leg out, back down to the mat. Two more. Foot in, knee up, kick the leg high, bring the leg out, and come back down. Foot in, last one, knee up, kick my leg straight, bring the foot out, and back down to the mat. Okay, so now let's do the opposite way. Okay, that's 4 one way, 5 one way. Let's do the opposite. So we lift first. I come on to the center. Foot comes down, and I open my leg out. And I kick all the way out. So I'm back into that straddle position. Lift, come to the center, bend at the knee, drop my hips out to the side, kick my foot, my leg straight. So I come up to the center. Foot to the mat, knee out, kick the leg straight. Foot up, come to the centre, foot down, open the knee, open the hips, and kick the leg straight. One more, foot up, come to the centre, foot down, knee out, keep the leg straight. Okay, let's do the other side. So first, I bend at the knee, come up, keep my leg straight, take it out to the side, bring it down. Foot comes in, knee, hips rotate up, kick out, extend out to the side, come back down. Foot in, knee up, kick out to the side as far as it will go, and then drop. Okay, kick in, knee up, kick forward, out to the side, and down. One more, kick in, knee up, kick the leg out to the side, and back down. Okay, let's go the other way. So foot up first, foot to the center, drop my foot to the mat, knee goes out to the side, and I keep my leg straight. Okay, foot up to the center, foot comes down, knee out to the side, keep my leg straight. Foot up, come to the center, drop my foot down, knee out to the side, keep my leg straight. Foot up, come to the center, place my foot on the mat, drop my knee to the side, keep my leg out straight. One more, foot up, come to the center, drop my foot to the mat, knee comes out to the side, kick my leg out straight. Okay, hope that's good. I think that's under half an hour. Hope you all enjoy. There's more exercise that we can do, especially for hips and ankles. But these ones, just quick and easy. Shouldn't take you longer than 20 odd